And hello there, gobbles and giggles. This is Dean the Turkey Legster, and I am hiking again. This time I'm in the Lake Harney Wilderness area. And Lake Harney, as the text here says, is approximately 300 acres and located on the St. Johns River and the northwest shore of Lake Harney. And I will let you read that text here at your own leisure. If you need to pause the video, feel free to. But anyway, here's some fauna you could see on the trail. There is a section of this area that is specifically marked as, or there's signs posted that it is a bald eagle preservation area specifically. So it is possible we might see a bald eagle on this hike, although I'm not guaranteeing anything. You can never guarantee what you're going to see in Florida's nature. But here's where we are. We are in the parking area here. And the I there is where we are, the information. And so I'm going to be going out to this boardwalk and observation tower first. And I will not be doing the floodplain loop trail this visit, but I will come back and do that another time. But I'm going to come back to where I am and then take this trail out here to the River Loop Trail. And this is the St. Johns River that we're going to see, along with Lake Harney is where we'll see at the observation tower. So let's go and get hiking. All right, so I don't know if they'll let me get close to them, but if you can see there, these butterflies on the ground on these little flowers, getting some of the, nectar out of these flowers on the ground. It's really pretty. I'm not sure what kind these are right now off the top of my head, but I will look up the kind and put it on the video here. All right, so here's the sign here that they've got talking about some of the local history here of the Seminole County, which is where we are, Seminole County, Florida. And you may need to pause the video again or take a screenshot and look at the picture to read all of this. But there's the first side of this sign. And then here's the second side of the sign, talking about King Phillipstown / Osceola. It's really neat that they put this sign out here to talk about the history of the area. And again, you may need to pause the video or screenshot to see this, to read it fully. But over here is a field, and on a previous visit, there were a bunch of cows out here. Could be the time of year or the time of day or the weather that they're not out right now. But if I can find a picture, I'm going to interject or insert that picture where I actually took a selfie with the cows. It's kind of funny. So you should see that here if I have found the picture of me with the cows over here. Heading through the parking area. That's my truck. And there's no one else here. It's just me and the fresh air. And it's beautiful weather today. Our high today is in the low 70s. I'm gonna walk over here and take a peek. There's a little pond here. It's kind of neat to look at as we head out to the tower, the observation tower. But here it is, this cute little pond right here. And a neat little view here with the pond. Oh, and I just heard a bird. We're gonna walk over there and see what that was. Sounds interesting. All right, well, there he is, or she. That's the bird right there, straight ahead in the middle of the screen. That bird, that white, not positive what kind of bird that is. Some kind of egret, I would think. Something in the family. But he was making a sound that sounded a little bit like a duck, like a duck quacking. There he goes. Oh, he's off in the other tree there. Okay. All right then. Oh. All righty, we're here. We're going to head up to the Lake Harney Wilderness Area Observation Tower. And they have rules for your safety and the safety of others. Please follow these guidelines. No climbing or sitting on rails. No hunting. No grills or fires on or under tower. No horses allowed on boardwalk. No skateboards or rollerblades on boardwalk. No throwing or dropping objects from tower. Caution, shallow water. No jumping, diving, or swimming. All right, those are the rules. Let's go on up there. We're heading up the boardwalk. The view of the trees here. All that beautiful Spanish moss. And this lovely green algae color that's on the rails of the boardwalk. Gotta love it. All right, here I am at the observation deck, the observation tower. It is up here, hence the word tower. We're gonna look off to the left here. There's a nice breeze. You probably hear the wind against the mic. But there is Lake Harney over there. See that? Come over here. That's probably more of a Lake Harney right there. That down there is the floodplains trail that goes right along here, and you can come up here to come up the tower. And then there's more of Lake Harney. And the sun is over there, so I don't know, there might be glare. I actually can't tell. But it's a pretty view. And over here, it's a better view. So, yeah. So anyway, down here, they've got some identification guide. Right there. Some of the different birds you can find or see here out on the floodplain. And then on the opposite side of the tower, they've got some other identification guides. So again, I don't know what we're going to see, but do you see this? Wild turkey. Yeah. I don't know if actually there is any of those around here, but it's definitely possible since they are including that. Here's some more the waterfowl guide. And then the wading bird identification guide. This looks like the guy that we just saw, the snowy egret. So that's the kind of bird that we were just looking at over there in the pond, a snowy egret. So they've got those posted over here, and you can look out looking at Lake Harney. So I'm going to be quiet and let you enjoy the view just for a second here. All right, so here we are coming back. There's the sign that we were at the beginning. And here is the sign here, directs us to the River Loop Trail going out to the St. Johns River. And then here's the sign. It's got that bald eagle on it. And we may see a bald eagle today. But here is the sign. Round trip is 1.4 miles. So let's go. It's basically a long, straight section here. And then there'll be the loop. And of course, the river is quite a beautiful sight, as you'll see when we get there. All right, so on the way out to the river, they do have this little informational sign here telling a little bit about the American bald eagle. And again, there is a decent chance that we may see an eagle today. But again, I can't guarantee it. But there is a good chance, because this section is a preservation area for the eagles. So again, if you don't have time here to read that all the way, feel free to pause the video and or screenshot it and look at the picture later. Okay, so here's this first little place, our spot on the trail that is worth noting because they have a sign here that is a little faded, but I think you can still see it, that it is a bald eagle protection area, and there is no access beyond this point, which means here, going that way. But yeah, so I decided to stop here to see if I see any bald eagles or hear any sign of a bald eagle being around here. And I do not. So I'm going to hang out here for maybe a minute more in case one appears. But it doesn't appear like there is or are any bald eagles out here right now. All right, so I hung around here for a couple minutes and I did not see any eagles. There are some vultures up there. There's a lot of vultures over there. So I'm not sure what died. But anyway, we're going to continue now out to the river, out this way. All right, so I've come out of the woods. There's some of those vultures still going, hanging around, looking for something. Whatever died recently. There's some crows up there heading south, maybe? I don't know. They're in Florida already. Central Florida. Well, I guess maybe they're going to South Florida. I don't know. There's Mr. Vulture there. Looking for something. Not me. Not me. Not me, please, please, please. Well, I made it to the river. It's very breezy over here, but wow. That's a selfie view with me in the background. And I'm going to unselfie the view here and use the other camera because it'll give you a better view of the river. So here we go with that view. Oh yeah, much better view. I'm sitting here. This is the Lake Harney River area. The Lake Harney Wilderness area. Lake Harney is actually that way. That was the at the observation tower that I showed you earlier on in the video. And then this is the St. John's River that emerges out of Lake Harney. And there's some crows passing by overhead that I can see. There's a view here of the blue skies that we're having and the wind blowing I hear an airplane. Wow. All right, well that's a sight I've actually not seen here. Well, that's really cool. That was kind of a quick shot of that plane going by, but I was thinking as I heard the sound there that I've actually seen like airboats, going by here in the river. And then actually there is a boat over there. I think they're kind of fishing. But anyway, there's also, I don't know if you can tell, but there's a whole bunch of vultures circling over there. There's got to be a couple dozen at least over there. And then there's some like over here. But I know that you'd rather probably see the river. But there's that river. This is, out of all of my hiking areas, this is one of my favorite views. This view of the St. John's River. But yes, and it's Vulture's a vulture over there. Looking at the river here. The water level is a little higher than when I was here last, which is understandable because I was here last probably in May or late April. It would be my guess. I'm not sure, but so this is in the fall, of course, is after summer, in case you didn't know, and that's after the wet season. So the river is going to be higher. So if I come back in a few months, the river will probably be a little lower. There'll probably be a little bit of a shore there. But anyway, enough with that talk. Look again at that view. Wow. And I'm going to be quiet here for a little bit for you to just enjoy this. Okay, friends, well, thank you for joining me on this hike, and I'm recording the ending segment here on the river. I honestly don't know if I will see anything else better than this on my way between here and my truck. So anyway, thank you for joining me for the whole of the hike. I hope you enjoyed this river view and following along as I enjoy this segment of Florida nature. So anyway, have a Gobbletastic day. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell and you'll know if I go live or if I put up another video like this in the future. So yes, have a Gobbletastic day and take care.